Welcome to episode 29 of the Group Ironman progression series. Last episode we gained some massive agility gains and can now hit up the floor 5 of Hallowed Sepulchre, which we will definitely do in this episode. First though, we are low on Pendant of Eights charges, and the only real way of getting them quickly is by killing a Moxiadal. So let's go kill a Moxiadal and regain some charges so that we can do some more Doom in this episode. Also in this episode, the release of the Blood Moon Rises quest should be out, which unlocks a whole new area called Vampirium and continues the quest line of Sins of the Father. Very excited, so let's get into it. Alright, and we are hunting Frozen Tears, and if you get a Pendant of 8, that is basically 100 tears. Or 100 charges on your teleport. So with me getting that Pendant of 8s, that was like literally a 10-minute grind. So let's get back into some Doom. Alright, we are back at Doom before the Blood Moon Rises starts. It is currently Saturday and Blood Moon Rises comes out on Wednesday, I believe. So let's see if we can get a glowy hole in the meantime, and in our AFK time we will be back at it at agility, of course. Couple of clues, and yeah, I got extremely lucky. I pulled my first ever Gilded. If you didn't know, Gilded is basically like the mega rares of clues, and they only come from hards and elites and masters. Pretty happy with this, even though it's just a spear. It doesn't look great, but it's more about the fashionscape. Yeah, holy shit, I can't believe I actually pulled Gilded on this account. Oh, 1 in 35k. Oh my god. Oh shit. We have a new login screen. The Blood Moon Rises is releasing in about 8 minutes. I'm gonna log on. We're gonna get away from Doom and we're gonna gear up for a potential difficult quest. I love doing day 1 quests because there's no guides yet, so you just have to figure out things by yourself, and that's probably my favorite part about the questing. Because obviously when you do old quests, you have the plugin, the Quest Helper, which basically makes quests completely useless. So, yep, very excited. Let's get into the Blood Moon Rises. Alright, we have made these topaz rings, as when you enchant them, they become something called a Ferrites Aid, I think it's called, and that allows me to deal more damage to vampires. So I'm sure that'll come handy in the quest. There it is, a Ferrites Aid. So I'm going to bring 2 with me to start, just in case, as they have charges, so it's good to bring multiple. You can see everyone making their way towards the start of the quest. This is so funny. We are geared up and we are ready to go. We're going to take the boat over to the Icean graveyard and we're going to wait for 10 a.m. so that the quest will auto unlock. Holy shit! There's so many people here. There's a fucking army here. That's so funny. We got some clannies in here. We are ready for battle. Look at us all with our blisterwood flails. That's so funny. Once this quest is done, we unlock a new boss called the Maggot King. Look how fucking terrifying this thing looks. Oh my god. If we go to locate Maggot King, it should show me a map of Vampirium, and it shows me exactly where he is. But from that, you're able to open the world map then and see Vampirium. Looks like the town is called Sangvesti, We have Castle Drakan right here. I am very excited to explore this new area. It's gonna be really creepy. Alright, there was a bit of downtime. There was some sort of bug related to having 100% accuracy. I seen a funny clip of Awakened Vard, the world record being beat like really handily. It was like 1 minute 20 something seconds or some shit. But we are back in, so let us start the Blood Moon Rises quest. Alright, just a disclaimer as we go through this quest. I probably won't be showing all of the quests because that would literally take many hours. But also another disclaimer, I guess, is that I like to play the soundtrack as I go through the quests, as usually new music is discovered, and with that I want to kind of like feel the immersion totally. So you're gonna hear like chopped up kind of music here and there. I'm gonna try and make it sound as good as possible, but sometimes it's hard to. But yeah, let's get into the quest. Recommended settings, that's kind of cool. Master volume 100, music volume 20% or greater, sound effects volume 45%. What the fuck? These are really high percentage. Oh my god. Start the Blood Moon Rises quest. Let's fucking go. Very excited to get into the lore. I have a feeling I'm going to take a lot longer to complete this quest because I like reading all the dialogue, getting all the lore for the entire quest. And this is one of my favorite quest lines as well. It's very good. The Myrique quest line, so this might take me a while to complete, but I am so excited for today. Hopefully we can complete it today. I assume it's not that hard. I need to use this time or like interval where I'm not really talking in these clip to just say, Jagex, you have outdone yourself again. This quest is so far absolutely insane, and we haven't even gone into it yet, but just how it's developing and the cutscenes even. Oh my god, the cutscenes are so cool. I'm so excited for any future Grandmaster quest, to be honest. Oh shit, we are entering Vampirium for the first time. Oh, the blood dripping from the portal, that's fucking crazy. The detail is insane. What the fuck? This is basically where all of the guts of the puzzles are for this quest, and holy shit, or these puzzles were absolutely insane. And again, another Glaze Jagex moment, but they did so well. They kind of, seems to me anyway, they were inspired by the first Resident Evil, where you're in the police department, Raccoon City, and it's like the big like mansion. There's like doors everywhere, and like when you look at the map, it shows that some of the rooms you've been in will be marked green, and the rooms that you haven't got to yet are marked red. There is just a lot of puzzles, a lot of reading and stuff in this part, but it basically leads you to getting out of the mansion eventually, and Drakan starts hunting you. And yeah, this quest gets batshit insane even more after you get out of this mansion, even though this part was very fun for me, just solving all the puzzles on day one. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Ooh. Leave me alone. Yeah. Whoa. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's sick. Oh, so you can see him at all times now. Oh my god. Okay, so now I have to find the Vitter key. Oh Jesus. Oh, I found the Vitter key, or the Vitter door. Let's just avoid this motherfucker. That's so cool that he's roaming around hunting. What the fuck? Oh my god, I can't wait to fight this guy. Holy shit. Oh, he's running after me now. Oh no. No, no, no. No, no, he got faster. He got faster. He got faster. No. Holy shit, that's terrifying. He got corner trapped. What a noob. It's clearly setting me up for a fight here. So let's see what happens. Alright, we have to talk about this Drakan fight because some of the mechanics that you've seen in this fight are just so new and fresh. I love it so much. Like the dodge mechanic where little like dust particles appear and you have to basically go to the opposite side, and if you don't, you get hit. It's just so cool. That is, I hope they bring out bosses that have these kind of mechanics, because this Drakan fight, this isn't even the final Drakan fight, but this is the start of you like learning the Drakan mechanics, and this was just so fun to learn, and it's quite intuitive too, because it had these like little sparkles to show you where you should be stepping. And then after you dodge it a couple of times, it stops showing that sparkles because it assumes that you like kind of figured it out then. That was intense. Oh fuck. Oh no. His music is so good, by the way. It's like super good. Who the fuck are these? Aranai. What the fuck? Oh, it's a Nicean. Ooh, okay. It's a Verte. What the fuck? Alright, we got our upgraded sickle now. Very nice. Should deal more damage. Oh my god. Holy shit. Shit's about to go down. All these guys are gonna die. And I'm gonna be left to fight them. Here he is. That spear is so fucking cool. Every time. Leave this cutscene in where Drakan is just going through them all, because this is really what shows you like what kind of a final boss Drakan is. Like, this is so cool. Like, there's a literal army in front of him. He's just piecing them apart. Drakan by far is just like the best villain they've ever done in RuneScape so far. I think they've done him so well. Like, he is terrifying to look at and deal with. Alright, we are going to skip a lot of significant chunks of this quest, as if I fit everything in, it would literally be like 8 hours long. So, we're finally at the last boss encounter, and as you can guess, it is no other than Drakan himself. So, let's get into the boss fight. Oh my god, this is so fucking cool! Oh my god. I think bringing back like an Icene person is such a cool idea. The final fight with Drakan takes place on the roof of Castle Drakan itself. And honestly, as far as quest boss fights go, this has to be the most insane intro to it and also the most insane fight ever. I think the consensus across the entire community is that they have done such a good job with Drakan. And to be honest, they've kind of had to because, like, Drakan has always been seen as like this like massive like threat. So yeah, to finally get to fight him was so cool. And you know what's really cool too? Really think Jagex should do this more in quests is you don't actually have to use any of your own supplies here. Like you can just fill your inventory with all of the supplies that you were able to find during the quest too. And it also had this thing called the Jar of Concealed Blood that was basically a ambrosia from TOA where you are able to just reset all your prayer and your HP all at once. So that was super nice. And even with kind of like stuff like this, it was actually still a tough fight to learn. So yeah, let's get an idea of what the intro was like when you go see him up in the roof, and then yeah, let's start learning the fight. Alright, now for the final Drakan fight, and it is quite the fight. It is basically all of the mechanics you've been learning up until now, with a few twists and much faster. Like the blood dodge. I don't even know what you call this thing. It's where he pulls blood pools in and then like attacks you in directions, and you have to like click tiles to dodge. There's a new movie as where he does like a AoE around him entirely, so you have to actually step inwards instead of jumping backwards for that. And after you damage him enough, you get to phase him where he does like Galvec like waves, but instead of finding a gap in the waves to go through, you need to jump over all of the waves. And finally, after that phase, it's kind of just everything speeds up in terms of his special attacks, and he now will have a magic attack that you have to pray mage for every once in a while. And once you get him low enough again, he starts a new mechanic where thunder and stuff starts shooting on the floor, and he goes invisible and like attacks you in like a bunch of different directions. It's really actually hard to explain, but this fight is insane. I'd recommend, if you haven't done it, to give it a go and just learn it. As you learn it and get better and better, it starts feeling like you're in your own anime movie or something. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, the fight is just so epic, and once you do get a grasp of the mechanics, it's not like frustrating. I definitely died a lot of times, as you can see, but the fight itself was just so cool. I enjoyed every single moment of dying even, and learning every time and getting closer and closer to beating him. What a sick way to kind of like summarize this quest with this kind of boss fight. Basically, they've really outdone themselves with this quest. first try back. Let's go. That was an insane boss fight. Oh my god. Drakan has fallen. Woo! So there we go. Draken has been defeated. And as you've seen in those clips, I died a lot. Even with that being the case, it was so fun learning a new boss from scratch as well. I didn't use any tips or guides. I just kind of slowly picked up mechanics by not doing the mechanic and dying. So just such an extremely fun quest. I don't think they'll do all Grandmaster quests like this, but I mean, if anything is even a percentage of this quest, then we're gonna have a really good time in the future with any quests that come out from Jagex. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the Myri or the Myrq quest line. That is a Blood Moon Rises quest. You also get some pretty cool rewards at the end. You get this thing called the Sun Spear, and as I'm recording this voiceover, it actually recently got buffed and is way stronger against vampires, and in particular a new monster that's in Vampirium as well that drop blood shards more often than the usual way that you had to grind blood shards through combat, which is killing the vampire sentinels, I think. Yeah, the Sun Spear is a pretty cool weapon, I would say. And I also got a tome for worth like 180,000 XP, so I put it all into Agi since I'm working on 99 agility right now. So yeah, fucking delighted with that quest. And with this quest done, we unlock a new boss called the Maggot King. So I think we're gonna try and take our hand at killing the Maggot King, and once we're kind of done with the Vampirium area for now, I'll come back later to like fully do all the content. I just wanted to get a taste of the Maggot King now, and then once that's done, we will go back to Doom and hunt for those Avernic Treads. First few attempts of the Maggot King, I noticed people at the bank in Vampirium that they were wearing mage gear, so I decided to try some mage gear myself with the Twin Flame staff. The Maggot King has a massive fire weakness, I believe, so that just made sense to me. After many attempts of dying during the melee punish phase, I decided to switch to range because I also seen a lot of players in full Masori and stuff. So maybe range is more consistent, but maybe like if you have max mage, that feels better. I'm not sure. Or maybe the range isn't consistent, but you're relying on the ruby bolts to really do a lot of damage. Maggot King took me a couple of tries to learn all its mechanics. There's a lot of guides out there for anyone that does want to learn some of the mechanics, especially if you want to learn the melee punish phase, as that's most likely where you're going to struggle. And if you can learn that, you're going to kill it much quicker. A lot of people I'm seeing now are using Daroks and keeping their HP low so that they can hit massive numbers during the melee phase, because you can attack like I think it's every 3 ticks you can attack or something, instead of Darok's axe, which I believe is like a 5 or 6 tick attack weapon. Could be even more than that, I'm not sure. I just know it's a really long attack cycle. So yeah, I finally got it down, and I will say that the melee punish phase is so fun to do once you get it down. The most annoying part of the boss for me was mostly just not really damaging it before you get it to the melee part. Once you get it to the melee phases, it's fine, but until then you're kind of just noodling, especially with the range setup. But it was more consistently getting kills this way with the ruby bolts. And I will say as well, the maggots that he throws out, I would recommend killing them straight away, because I constantly got griefed by them when you're trying to do the melee phase, and instead of yellow clicking to the left or like to the right, you actually red click a maggot instead and you hit it and stay in the one place. And if you get hit by the melee during the melee phase on the Maggot King, it'll hit you for like 50. So you do want to be dodging that melee attack that it does. And yeah, pretty fun boss. I will be coming back here as it now gives me a new amulet for ranged. I think it's a best in slot ranged amulet now. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's the Amulet of Rupture or something like that. And also it gives me a new crush weapon called the Crimson Kiston, which it's not a main hand crush weapon, but it's more so a special attack crush weapon, the first of its kind, I'm pretty sure. So that will come in handy as far as I know in the future raids. So I will need to come back here before raids 4 and get these items. But for now, we are leaving Maggot King and we are going back to Doom. Let's see if we can get some drops and hopefully the runic treads. Oh my god. I finally figured out the melee punish. And then instantly I get the kill over that. Okay, that should be a lot easier now. Let's see what we get for our first loot. A dull ancient metal. And something called Stimfike Tartar. I do not know what they are, but at least we killed the boss. Ooh, dub sacks. That's a new item that lets you build vials of blood or create vials of blood without doing theater blood. Ooh. That's a PB. I'm starting to get used to the 4-tick cycle melee punish. It feels way quicker. If I can get some good ruby procs, I'm gonna get some good kill times. What do we get? Mortmire fungus. It's actually not even that bad of a drop for my herblore. I'm happy with that. Account number 11. I still don't know what these are, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. With that kill count, we are done at the Maggot King for now. I feel like I need some gear upgrades before I go back. Might try fortify my Masori, maybe even try get a ZCB to make the kills more consistent. I know that seems a bit crazy, but if I happen to be killing next before raids 4, then that might be a reality. If not, I'll go back without it. So that was the new Vampirium segment. Let's get back to the actual grind of hunting these Avernic treads like we were last episode. And let's hope we can get them this time, or at least see some glowy holes. Taking a break from content always works out really well. Like for A Blood Moon Rises, I was like getting Delve 8s completed, but I wasn't like, I was always like really low supplies, and like one of the first runs I come back, I managed to complete a Delve 9. Like that's so huge. I'm already seeing improvements in my Doom, especially with the double rock mechanic. I'm getting those prayers down like really well, and it's paying off because that's my new PB now is Delve 9, so I'm really happy with that. There is a pretty cool milestone in 55 million range XP. You can tell range is definitely the primary skill in a lot of PvM right now. No way! Oh my god, okay. Oh my god. Stop the clock. It is a Delve 4, so it could be boots and we could be out of here. I haven't seen a fucking glow hole in ages, so I am just happy that this is a glowing hole. Let's see what we get. Hey, come on. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna click it. Just make sure I'm hovering over it. I'm gonna click it. Okay. Ah, it's a cloth. Damn. Oh, that's unfortunate, but it's good to see a glowing hole. Shit. Damn. Cloth. I don't even have another Zenite to turn this into, but I'll hold on to it and maybe we'll go hunt a Zenite to make some money on the main with this. Because, yeah, unfortunately this item is just completely useless to me other than GP value. But yes, that's so good. I'm so happy to see a glow hole. Let's try get another one now. Let's keep what I always say is when it rains it pours. So let's keep pushing for another glow hole, see what happens. We have a lot of supplies. Let's try for a Delve 9 again. Okay, that was a clean as hell Delve 9. Like, I barely used any supplies. I mean, the loot isn't looking that crazy. May as well just go for Delve 10 and just see if we can do it. Woo! My first ever Delve 10, let's go! Oh my god. That feels good. Not rewarded for it, but we are slowly but surely improving. And this is proof of it. Alright. You just missed my reaction because my mic wasn't recording. But we have a glowy hole. Let's see what we get. Come on, Boots. No, I have Ayak. Why? Why? What wave was that? Delve 5. Fuck. Well, he gotta claim it. Fuck me. I don't know. These boots are just, they're not coming. They are not coming. Think I'm gonna go get an agility level and we will attempt to get the boots next episode. That's what I'm thinking right now because it's been a long time. I was really hoping to get these boots. There's 93 agility. We don't unlock anything for that, but... Oh, maybe it is. Hold up. We get to do the Ditch Laboratories Advanced Shortcut. Is that the one for the Bloodrune altar? That might actually be really good for me. But yeah, there is 93 agility. I promised I'd do at least one level of skilling per episode so that I slowly make my way to max. We are gonna end that episode there with that agility level. Next episode, we continue the Avernic Treads grind, I guess. And I'm actually partaking in a bingo soon as well, which will be a week long. I probably won't upload clips for it, but if I get any notable drops, I will be recording clips like that. But that will be about it. So hopefully I get some good grinds going with the bingo. The bingo should be fun. There's a lot of content creators and participants. I think there's over like 150 people right now, so that's pretty cool. And we'll see how we get on with that. Other than that, I will see you in the next one.